Shwaddhup Bruddah!
Shwaddhup Bruddah!
Welcome back to the Shwaddhup Bruddah Podcast Hour. I'm Josh Colclaser.
And I'm Tommy Gobro.
And this is episode 3 of year 2.
And we are here with yet another change to our setup.
Yeah, we're pulling off more angles.
We're trying to hit that Joe Rogan vibe, I guess, or really just like...
No, I mean, right now it probably looks like it because we got that setup going on.
It's just like...
We're figuring it out right now.
We're
trying to really provide for you guys, which I just want to take a second right now and apologize for the last 3 episodes. Videos not being complete yet. That's something I am working on tonight. I am off tomorrow. By the time this episode comes out, they will be viewable.
And then hopefully this episode will come out right after.
Yes. It'll be a day or two after the release of this audio episode.
We're going to figure it out.
But, yeah, no. And also, I also want to say for the listeners that on our year 2, episode 1, sorry, this is a lot of words. Go and watch the video when it comes out.
Yes.
If you want to see hear the whole thing. I apologize. Me and Tommy apologize.
Somehow, the audio just stops at like 40 minutes.
Right. Yeah. It was like 42 minutes or something like that. And I doctored up the camera audio as much as I could. So hopefully you guys can make out what we're saying. And again, we do apologize. We're still learning with all the cameras and the new equipment. Plus, I'm like working crazy hours. Tommy's working a lot. Like, it's just all busy here. So
we're still trying to throw it together and get it out. But
we enjoy this so much that we just, like, I can tell, like, we've been excited this whole time.
It's been great, like, getting the camera set up and, like,
literally every episode.
It's been, hey, let's change this.
Let's
do this better. Like,
got a little bit of lighting today.
Yeah,
to hopefully help like the GoPro and everything.
Yeah. We got webcam. We got the camera set up.
Yeah.
Ready to go with full charge and space. So
got a new logo.
Yeah.
Updated logo.
Which shout out to you for making it. Like, you sent it to me. I was pretty stoked. I'm all like stoked.
Thank you. I think I'm going to update it a little bit more. I've got a little bit, I think I can add a little bit more flair to it.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to be really happy with it. So
I'm looking forward to it. I just my beard looks super good in it. So I'm like, yeah. That's 50%, if not maybe like 60% of the image space is my beard. And, that seems about right.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
No, it's actually, you can't tell, but if you zoom in really close on that, if you look at your eyes, really close, go ahead. Okay. I forgot to take the picture out.
Oh.
That's why you have that little, double eye going on there.
That's funny.
It's a little creepy, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It could be worse.
Yeah, I mean,
zoomed out, it doesn't really. I thought I just looked like I had a weird double image.
Well, no, it does have a double image because of what I did with the color, the red, green, blue kind of thing, but
a retro 3D type thing.
I'll have to show you sometime what I'm talking about. And
yeah, I think that's so super interesting.
It's like Chainsaw Massacre creepy,
I'm
put your
wearing
own
a face.
Face.
Oh
yeah.
God, now it's
weird.
unsettling.
It's a little weird, but
oh goodness. Well, yeah. So we, got a little bit of an updated setup, and hopefully this will pan out to even better videos, and not that you guys have had the videos to compare them to yet, but like we said, it's getting fixed, getting taken care of. And with that, I say let's go ahead and jump into my personal favorite segment of the week.
How was your week, buddy?
Oh, thank you for asking. I was about to ask you in case you couldn't tell.
I just thought I'd beat you to the punch. And,
I do appreciate it.
You got me last time, and I I wanted to take the burden off your back this week.
It would be kind of fun to go through, and that's something I should have done whenever we were doing the year review, was like, who asked first? Like, who got to ask, how was your week first in each episode? It'd be a fun tally. Maybe for like year 2 review.
We'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
See how many times we've done it in both years.
Definitely.
Because it's not like we have to listen.
Yeah, some of them we're going to have to get like 30 minutes into it.
Oh, very true.
But
Lauren, start taking note, please.
Yeah, we need Lauren to jot down the times when we ask. And then,
speaking of Lauren, thank you, Lauren, for the hot cocoa.
Let's just go ahead and cheers it. Yeah, there we go. Got some nice, wonderful hot cocoa. She made it for us as we were setting up, so it's like room temperature cocoa, but it's still delicious.
Yes, it is good. Got my hot cocoa, got my Red Bull, got my water.
But yeah, so my week, all in all, pretty good. Had team meetings at work. Had some project stuff going on. All in all, it was like a pretty straightforward work week. As far as like personal life, got a leaf vacuum blower mulcher. It's a 3-in-1, and my life's never been better. I realize I am definitely becoming like an almost 30s homeowner that's like super stoked for
some stereotypes going on there.
Yeah, and I'll embrace it completely. Like, so I got it on Tuesday, and 2 days this week now I have been like, you know what? It's dry enough. It's not too bad out. I got some daylight. I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna mulch up some of these leaves. And so, but like, I don't know. It's super simple. Like, it has this little bag that you have like slung over your shoulder, and I just sit there and like swing this big tube back and forth as it sucks it up, and then it has like a metal blade that just mulches up all the leaves. It's supposed to compress it down, and like, yeah, I don't know. It's just fun. I like having new yard stuff that like gets me excited to get out and do stuff.
I totally understand that feeling.
Yeah.
You know me, sometimes I get on these like wild, like, I don't even know what to really call them, roller coaster rides of looking at new tech or tools or stuff like that. And I'm like putting my dream kit together. And so like just looking at that stuff excites me. So I can't imagine how you feel actually having it and like getting to use it. And
it's been real satisfying. That's for sure. And now I'm like, yeah, this is great, but this bag fills up real fast. And it'd be kind of nice if I had the garbage attachment where it like goes over a garbage bin and it just funnels it all in there. Like, oh man, I
already thinking of an upgrade.
I could get this whole yard knocked out without having to stop.
They quit working. I don't know.
Well, luckily it's just an attachment that it goes onto the bottom of it.
Oh, babe.
The bag's ripped.
I really need this. This is just, it's going to make it so much faster and easier. And
we'll see. We'll get the yard taken care of this time. And then, whenever we move into a new house and got maybe a bigger yard that would call for it, maybe I'll sweet talk her then.
Ooh, sweet talking.
Yeah. But all in all, like, can't really complain about my week. Haven't really been biking too much just because the weather has been so back and forth. But it has been pretty nice, but like, I just didn't take advantage of it because I would rather get out, clean the yard right now. There's just, all the leaves are finally off the tree. And, you gotta get rid of them before they like mold or whatever. But right. Yeah, the moisture builds up. But yeah, so how was your week, buddy?
Well, thank you for asking, Bruddah.
Of
course. Appreciate it. My week, as usual, is really busy, working a lot. Haven't gotten much sleep this week, but that's okay. I'm about to catch up, and I got a lot of
like 12 hours tomorrow.
No, but I'll get what I need, and it's like 12 hours. But
yeah,
no, I'll get probably 7-8 hours of sleep, good healthy night's sleep, and I'll feel right as rain. But
oh yeah,
I've gotten a lot of shit done this week.
They said it's a good trade-off.
Yeah, I'm very happy about it. A lot of stuff, especially even stuff with this podcast that I'm just been like so busy, and I've been like, it's been giving me anxiety because it's not just me that's on your plate. Well, it's not just me that I'm like would be letting down by not getting these out and stuff. It's like our listeners, it's you, it's like, so I just feel like, oh man, like I'm not trying to drop the ball on this and whatnot.
Yeah, it's like a little different than just like doing a video project because you're wanting to practice doing like the B-roll filming and stuff.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, it's like something that we've been putting out for a long time and we've talked about it. So I get that for sure.
Yeah, well, and like I said, it's just like, well, and you know me, like I am kind of perfectionist when it comes to some of this stuff. So when it doesn't turn out right, like these last 3 episodes, there's always been something wrong. Yeah. And it just...
either video doesn't go long enough, or audio doesn't go long enough, or...
it's been a lot of trial and error with this, and I really cross our fingers that this episode goes right. Then we just gotta figure out how to clean up the actual studio space part of it, and so we're not like almost knocking everything over.
Yeah, we're a little crammed in here right now, but I think it gets the job done. At least if we could have like half the length of this table.
That's what I was telling Lauren. Like we were talking because she was like saying about like some decorations and kind of stuff like that.
Yeah,
and I was just like, honestly, a shorter table would probably be nice too. And
it definitely would. It's just then procuring another table.
Well, and then I thought about what happens when we have guests.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, though, I don't know if we'll have guests be able to fit in here anyway.
Yeah, it's such a tight space.
Unless they sat there. But
yeah, it's doable.
We'd have to figure it out for sure. But it's all good. Anyway, my week was good. It was busy.
Yeah.
I almost sliced my thumb off.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So, graphic warning. Probably should have said that before I said slice my thumb off.
But if you get queasy about bodily injury.
Yeah, maybe skip ahead like 30 seconds. All right, I'll make this quick.
All right.
Okay, starting now. All right, so I was at work. We were replacing screen on like a 2-story porch. So we were putting in the spline, and I went to go cut the excess spline off. Well, the knife that I was using, one of those knives come in like the $20 pack at Walmart for like a gift, like maybe with like a camping axe or a machete or something.
Okay.
It's a fixed blade, so it's got like a little sheath and everything. Pretty nice knife, actually. Yeah. Way sharper than I thought. I thought I barely nicked my thumb, right?
Yeah.
Then I looked down, I was bleeding. I was like, okay, I actually cut myself. Well, then out of nowhere, my coworker's like, hey, is that part of your thumb? And he was joking. Yeah. Like, because he knew I cut myself or whatever. And I was like, ha. And then I look over. It's my freaking thumb.
Like, how much of it?
Like, I mean, it... like this is healed up a little bit, but like...
But it was like a rice grain of thumb flap?
Not even... It was bigger than a rice grain.
Yeah.
I would say it was probably dime-sized.
Jesus. From that?
Well, it was from here.
Healed up well.
Yeah. I mean, that Neosporin, though.
Dude, when I fell one time after college, I busted my knee wide open, and I just kept filling the hole with Neosporin. Mm-hmm. Probably the time whenever you fell onto a screw on that porch.
No, I just super glued it.
Oh yeah, probably Neosporin might have been
that probably came after,
Yeah, that's when you learned the importance of Neosporin.
Maybe not dime sized. Maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration. Now looking at it, but. I mean, it was still from like there to there and then deep. Like it's already filled in quite a bit. But that's good. I mean, last week I accidentally grabbed the Sawzall blade while it was still hot. I burned in the Sawzall imprint, and now my thumb's all cracking right there because it's like dead skin.
Healing and man.
All right, sorry for the graphic content, everybody.
Yeah, sorry.
I've got a lot of flesh wounds from work right now.
Yeah.
One more graphic warning. Earlier this week, we were taking apart a garage door.
Yeah.
And I went to go... we took the springs off. Well, I went to go catch the garage door because it started to slide.
Yeah.
Freaking... It's an aluminum door. It sliced my index finger from here, like, up.
Oh,
so I had a pretty big flap there. I mean, you can see that's also healed up a lot nicer than...
At least you heal really well. That's good.
Yeah, I think it's just, especially my hands, they're just used to getting cut up all the time because I'm clumsy and always nick them. But no, man, it's been a little rough for my hands, you know?
I'd say so. Be careful of your money makers.
I know. I'm like upset. Like Mariah's even been like, I can't even look at your hands right now.
Oh.
So.
She should look at him and be like, those hands work so hard.
I mean, she does, but she's like, she feels bad. Like, she doesn't want to see them like beaten up like that.
Yeah. I get it.
It is what it is. They're freaking meaty, though. I mean, I feel like my hands are more meaty than they've ever been.
Good for clobbering.
It's clobbering time. But other than that, you know, I mean, my week was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear it.
It took a while to get through my week, but...
It is what it is.
We're here now. We're recording this somewhat late at night. Probably later than you'd like to be.
I'm sure same for you, but it is what it is.
I'm at least off tomorrow, other than Pint Perfect, so...
You have that going for you, but no complaints from me about that. Like, I'm happy I'm here.
Good deal.
Yeah.
So... Obviously, once we get doing this more, we'll get the hang of it. And
yeah, it does feel like, I don't know about you, but and we've talked about this. I don't know if we've talked about it on the podcast, but like, I know whenever we had like I helped you film one of the Pint Perfect commercials, like once the cameras are on you, and especially the fact that like, because we have it set up to where we can see it recording now, it feels so different. It feels so hard to like act natural.
And I feel like I haven't stopped smiling.
I feel like that, and I keep smiling with my eyes, and I was like, man, I'm gonna look like I have no
right. Like,
I feel like I'm gonna be that John Mulaney
joke.
That John Mulaney joke where it's like, my best friend in second grade went home and said, "Mama, today I met a boy with no eyes." Because I'm just like, yeah, I'm just so happy to be here. Oh my God, guys, this is so great. Hey, what's up, everybody?
That's so funny.
Yeah, but then every now and then I'm like, oh, hey, relax your cheeks. And I'm like, oh my God, my eyes they hurt whenever I have them like squinted too much, obviously. But yeah, it is weird like adjusting to it. And it almost feels like it's, oh great, we're back at like the first time ever recording a podcast. I don't know what
honestly,
to do.
That you say that, like, I've been thinking the same thing. Like, it does kind of feel like we've started over and like we've just never recorded before.
But it's like we have a year of doing this.
Yeah, we do have a year of experience.
All we did was set a camera down next to it. But then like the year of doing it was us like sitting in a room, like not really looking at each other, just like...
I'd still say we need to do an episode of like how our podcast like
just show them like what it's like back in your office.
Yeah,
I'm for it. But like, yeah, just like kind of looking at each other, that like just enough to hold a conversation.
Let us know if on the Discord or whatever, if you guys want to see that, because I think it'd be pretty funny.
Yeah,
to see us in the natural habitat.
Hopefully we'll be nice and natural in the habitat, but
yeah, that one's gonna be a little difficult.
That's enough.
We'll have to like hide the cameras or something.
Right. We'll get Mara to hide the cameras. We just won't know where they're at.
We don't know where they're at.
Yeah.
My problem is my peripheral vision is like so good.
Yeah.
I can see like legitimately every camera except for the webcam.
Well, at least you can't see that because it's like behind you.
I can see your monitors.
Oh yeah,
like
that's good.
I can see those monitors right now.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's good peripheral vision.
It's shitty though because like I'm very aware of what's
like
going
paying
on.
More attention to that than you are like thinking about the podcast.
Yeah, I asked Ryan if he wanted to be our Jamie.
Oh yeah, and he said,
he didn't really say much. Like, he didn't say anything really. He just kind of
Roger.
Which I took that as, like, F off.
But, yeah. It's like, no.
But, I mean, in all fairness, it's like, when I say be our Jamie, I don't mean, like...
Be here while we record.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, that'd be funny. I definitely include him in the conversation and stuff, but I don't need you to look up anything for me.
Yeah, no. We just want...
You're not going to be my, like...
We really just want you
podcast to, like, bitch, like...
Master the audio and, like... Make it sound good and line up with the video.
Yeah, just make sure that we don't screw up more than we already do.
Yeah, like let the screw ups just be from the things we say and do on camera and not necessarily from how we put them together on a video.
Yeah, which disclaimer, we're not like the smartest people. We're not dumb, but
I feel like we're both intelligent, but like average people.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is we're not like experts on pretty much anything that we talk about.
General disclaimer, when we give advice, we're not an expert.
I wouldn't even say we're giving advice. We're just pretty much just saying our opinion and our outlook on life. And
I think that's a fair run of it.
Is that lawyer speak enough?
Yeah. Hey, is that clear to us? If you're a lawyer, let us know. If we need to say something else to really keep us off the hook, we'll definitely slip it in there.
We're not liable.
Yeah, whatever it is to not be liable. So, you've been playing anything? I mean, no, you haven't had much free time, but...
I have not played anything other than the last thing I played, which was like probably like a week or two ago.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of time to play. I played some Zelda Age of Calamity, the demo.
Have a good time?
Man, I'm telling you, I think my theories were right, that this is not a Dynasty Warriors with the Zelda paint job.
Oh, it
is a full Zelda game. Not like full Zelda game, but like it is a Zelda game with some Dynasty Warrior-esque combat. But I was right in the sense that like you have recipes and stuff for the food that you collect.
Is it like simplified from...
Yeah, I don't know about how like the cooking goes yet because I haven't like really
done much of
that.
Yeah,
because I haven't had time to play. But man, the combat is so satisfying, and Impa is like, do you know who Impa is, right?
I think so.
So like in Ocarina of Time, that was like Zelda's guardian.
Oh, okay,
the Sheikah guardian. Yeah. So, like, this is her as, like, a young girl.
Yeah.
Or not, like, young girl, but younger woman. And, man, she is, like... She is so badass. She's got, like, this Naruto thing where she, like, clones herself, but it's, like, shadow clones.
I did see on the, like...
Yeah.
Video preview.
It's insane. And, like, you control how to get those. Like...
Yeah.
It's not just like...
It's like part of your combos and stuff.
Right. So, like, it's just very well put together. I'm super stoked about it. It's coming out the 20th of November, so this month.
Yeah.
Just in time. A week, 9 days before my birthday. So
Perfect.
It's going to be a perfect little birthday gift to myself.
There you
go. Just something a little bit to relax with.
Yeah.
Even though I don't get much time to play anymore, But
I'm sure you'll be able to find some time for that.
But December 12th, I'm definitely going to be... What is it, December 12th? 10th. Definitely going to be making some time for some PC gaming.
Yes, because we will be playing Cyberpunk.
Yes.
Unless
God forbid, they push it back again.
Yeah, I hope they wouldn't do it again, but...
I really hope so, too.
Yeah, but I got this webcam almost... I mean, not just for, like, recording this, but for... playing like Cyberpunk, streaming, doing like hour gaming stuff. I was like, all right, I gotta have something, and like I'm starting to get it all set up to look nice and legit. But I'm super stoked for Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah,
I'm almost glad it got pushed back because like there's a book that's coming out that was supposed to be like a couple days before, and it was like, well, there's no way I can read 1,000 something pages before this game comes out in a few days, but now I have a little bit more time to at least get started on it.
Right, get maybe a third of the way through or something.
And then be like, I can take a slight break and play some more, dedicate more time to Cyberpunk.
Right. But
yeah, I'm really excited for that.
I'm really excited for it too, man. I mean, as far as the gaming world goes, I'm going to be really excited next year. That we've already talked about in a previous episode about how next year possibly being the Zelda
anniversary type thing.
Yeah, collection thing going on, since it will be their anniversary for Zelda. I'm sure we'll be playing Cyberpunk for quite a while.
Oh yeah.
I feel like if just based on Witcher 3 and how long that was,
and just
can't imagine how long Cyberpunk's gonna be.
Yeah, and hopefully they're,
as far as the playability goes,
from my understanding, I think it'll be a game that kind of how Grand Theft Auto, even after you complete the game, there's still enjoyment from just almost existing in that game world and doing whatever you want in it, and just getting to play that game in itself. I think it's going to be really satisfying.
I feel like this is Cyberpunk's going to be the start to some Oasis, Ready Player One stuff.
I think we're a long way away from it, but I think we're definitely starting to have the building blocks for it. Which so I was, the PS5 and Xbox Series X just released. People are getting them right now, and I realized I hadn't really seen anything about either of them doing VR. And it's I still feel like that is where gaming is heading. Eventually everybody's going to have a VR system in the way that everybody has some sort of gaming console, even if it is technically just a cell phone. That, I consider a cell phone capable of pretty robust gaming.
Me and you played plenty of MOBAs with each other on
and even
cell phones.
Games that are ported to the phone, but neither here nor there. Everybody has some sort of a console, and I think at some point, VR is going to get like that. It'll get more and more commonplace, and through gaming consoles, I think that's a big way for it. So the PS5 is VR ready for PlayStation VR out of the box, but it is essentially like the PS4 VR. There's absolutely nothing different about it right now, but it should have the capabilities of improvement. The Xbox currently no VR setup, but people have found some hints towards it in the Microsoft Flight Sim files. Ooh. Specifically for the Xbox ones, because obviously people full VR on PC flight sims since the introduction of VR. People are how do I get this to be inside of my cockpit so I can just look around and press the buttons? And then they're like this, here you go.
Yes.
Yeah, they're this is why we did it. But so I just found that interesting. One, that the PS5, while Sony's already dipped their toe into the VR market, I was kind of expecting them to be now's the time to capitalize on that. But we'll see how it turns out. We'll see what happens with this generation. One thing that was interesting was that I don't know if the Xbox is utilizing it, but the PS5 is definitely. Did the video just shut off on that?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened on that.
But as far as the that threw me off whenever I looked over there.
Sorry.
You're good. I was just kind of expecting them to do some sort of flagship VR and show how it's gonna be improved, but that's just kind of something that I guess wasn't. They didn't view it as a hot button issue or something to really promote with. Right. Do you want to check the camera real quick and see?
Yeah, sure.
See, shouldn't take too long. Another a game that I have been playing the past couple days, or not the past couple days. I just picked it up today. I can't talk. I'm a full, bold, flat liar. But no, a game I just picked up on the Epic Game Store for free. Is if you're listening to this whenever it comes out, you have until like Thursday to pick it up. But it's called the Textorcist. And it's essentially like a bullet hell game where you're just doing boss fights.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, to move around, you hold Shift and WASD, where you can use the arrow keys. But then, like, to shoot back, you're typing back, like,
words.
And the Lord said, thy Michael archangel will bring unto thee. And, like, you're, like, trying to type it out, but it's shooting stuff at you, and you're, like, trying to exorcise demons from people, and, like...
Oh, man, this sounds fun.
Dude, it is intense. And, like, if you get hit, it, like, knocks your Bible away, and, like, it'll... be like flipping through pages and counting down, so like you have so much time to get back to it, or you'll lose your place and have to like go back to start it's over
like
again.
Simulator.
Pretty much, yeah. You're the Textorcist. It's a text-based, typing game, but you're exercising demons. Funny. It's a hoot, and it's like I said, it's free on the Epic Game Store for a week, so it's like might as well pick it up while it is. But oh man. There's sometimes the games on the free game rotations kind of like, I mean, I'll put it in my library because it costs me nothing and I'll own it forever, but like probably never gonna play it. But this game, I was like, dude, as soon as I saw it was like, oh, next week Textorcist, I was like, what the heck is a Textorcist? And watched the little preview video for it. I was like, this is my kind of game. I pride myself on being an accurate and fast typer. And two, like, it's just, I don't know, it's a neat concept. I like bullet hells. It has kind of,
No, I definitely would play it. Like,
yeah.
It sounds like it would be a lot of fun, and especially, I mean, I know me and you'd be laughing our butts off.
Dude.
So.
It's, like, absolutely everything. Like, in between, like, the boss fights, there's, like, story stuff. So you're going to walk up to a door, and to proceed the mission on, like, to interact with the people at the door, you have to type the word knock, and it'll, like, knock on the door, and then they, like, go on through the conversation, or, like, you walk up to your journal to see what you're supposed to do, and you have to type the word journal, and, like, leave whenever you come up to your door. Like, it's just silly stuff like that, but I don't know. It's a really fun game so far.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely be... I mean, is it on Steam or is it just
no,
Epic Games Store?
Epic Games, and it's free. It costs you $0. If you want to get it elsewhere, it'll probably cost you $15, or you can go to the Epic Games Store and just click Get, and it's free.
That's too much work.
I don't understand why you are so against getting free games from one button click.
It's just too much work. For me at the moment, it is. I don't even have time to open up Steam.
Have the Epic Game Store installed on your computer.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I know you do because we've talked about this recently. All you have to do is open it, click on the game, and click Get. That's it. That's the end of it.
It doesn't install or anything?
No. It just puts it into the library that says you own it.
Okay, well, we don't have to go over this conversation again. Battery update. Or camera update.
Battery died?
Yeah. So I think using an external monitor
takes up more battery.
Yes. So I'm going to see what it takes to bypass that.
Oh, goodness.
Can't fix it right now.
Nope.
So
at least we still have a camera angle on each of us.
Yeah, no, I think this is going to be good. Really, I think each camera is actually covering both of us.
Mine just has your hand.
I apologize.
It's just had your hand like this whole time.
No, so he's talking to the mystery guy. I need a cat to like stroke.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure. All right, I got an eye on the timing at least.
Okay, yeah. I still see we're still recording audio, so
yeah,
that part's good.
Yep.
This has been your your quality control check.
Yeah, your Shwaddhup Bruddah technical issues.
Yeah, just making sure that everything is A-okay for you listeners and viewers.
Yeah.
So,
what? I had a few other games, or at least one other game to talk about, and that's with the PS5 flagship release being, or at least one of them being, Demon Souls. Did you ever play?
I did not play Demon Souls. Tell me, was this the precursor to Dark Souls?
Yeah, this is the first Souls game ever made. This is like before they basically just had, From Software was like, yo, what if we made a really difficult RPG? And they were like, that'd be cool. And then it would be like halfway through development, someone's like, what if this was an element of the game? And they were like, sure, just throw it in there. So it's like kind of a bunch of like half-baked ideas that wasn't really like super refined, and they were just like super willing to throw it together and see like what comes out. And it honestly came out with a pretty great game. And then they refined it a lot more into Dark Souls, and just like kind of stepped away from that whole story. Like Demon Souls was an individual story in an individual world. It like didn't use any of the same items, lore, nothing, just like similar gameplay. And so it's got a full remaster, and it's released on the PS5. Apparently it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I saw like trailers or gameplay for it. It looks really, really good. Like the graphics and this, like the art style, I guess you would say. I mean, it looks really, really good.
It's crisp.
I don't know if I'll like it because I completely suck at those games, and I'm like, as much as I want to be good at them, I don't think I ever will be.
They're very difficult,
and I feel like it's just a waste of money for me unless I get a really good deal.
Yeah.
But even then, I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, one, I don't have a PS5, and if it comes to PC, I'm probably not going to be getting it at release. I'd be getting it at a sale, but it looks nice. Like, I'm really impressed with it. So,
I think the latest game I've gotten recently was The Sims 4.
You picked it up?
I did pick it up.
That's fun.
It was on sale for like $7.
Yeah.
So I was
did you get any of the DLC?
No.
Oh, you're not going to have any fun in the game.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Like, no. That was ridiculous. I was like, holy crap.
Like, so I can pay...
So you can pay like $1,200 for all this DLC?
Like, yeah, that's not... I wish so much that was an exaggeration.
And it's not. Like, that's probably actually not even how much it is. It's probably even more than that.
Yeah, because it's like... Not only do you have like every type of expansion, like Sims Movie Star, Sims 4 Go to Work, Sims 4 Museums.
We just added
Sims
these
4
hats
Beach,
and
Sims 4 Trip to Paris, Sims 4 movie theaters.
Which some of these, like, I was looking at the Star Wars, like that bundle.
And it's just like
it's not
items.
like you get like stuff to like build Star Wars huts and like build your own Star Wars town.
No, it's like, hey, you want to dress
it's a village
in some
like that, you like a almost like a magic park.
That you go visit.
That you go visit, and there's like 3 places you can go into it.
And you get like clothes at least.
Yeah, like the coolest thing you get is like a BB-8 or like an R2-D2. Like you can get a droid.
That's neat.
And a lightsaber.
But can you cut people with a lightsaber?
No.
Well, what's the freaking point of having a lightsaber?
I mean, I agree. I definitely agree.
The nerve.
I'm just saying, why is it even worth it at that point?
Yeah, and then even some of them that are like, still you're paying like $10 for it. It'll be like, oh, here's some Diesel brand clothes. And you're like, I don't care about that. And I understand, like, you don't have to buy it, and that's something that you're definitely not losing anything by not getting it. But it's like all the random crap to like pay for in a game.
Yeah,
like name brand clothes, digitized for your Sims. I'm not judging anyone that has it. It's just like, man, how greedy are you as a company?
Oh no, I know. It's pretty ridiculous, Brita.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad game. I've always liked the Sims games. I grew up on them, having a good time.
One of my favorite Sims games was SimCity. I think it was 2000. SimCity 2000.
Where there's like UFOs and stuff.
Oh man, it was a good one.
It gets crazy.
The graphics was definitely like Windows 98 graphics.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
They weren't great yet. It was back when your computers had the crappy little 3D mazes and
oh yeah,
the pipes that ran all over the place and
screensavers, so that way you didn't have any burn in.
Yeah, exactly. Hence why they're called screensavers.
Yeah,
which I never knew. That's why they were called screensavers until probably like 7-8 years ago.
You just assumed that was like, well, what else would you call them?
Well, I was just like figured like, hey, we're saving your screen, like.
Oh, like we're hiding it to save,
right?
Like what you have pulled up. I get it. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, just a different point of view, but like,
yeah.
Then I was, wrong, and
that's all right.
The other
it's
one
fun to be wrong sometimes.
Makes more sense. So, yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
No, but Sims is fun, man. I always liked like building the houses and stuff.
Do
like that.
you try to like recreate your house or anything like that?
Not so much recreate my house, but like build like what my dream house would look like and stuff like that. Like I try to get like a good feel for what that would look like. I'm like, no, this was a crap idea, and I'll scrap the whole thing.
I always try and build like
I've already put in cheat codes. It's great.
Yeah, I always try to do my exact house. Like, I think I got Lauren a laptop, or like got her set up on a laptop, and I was like, what games do you want to try to play? I was like, how about The Sims? And then I installed Sims. I was like, well, let's see how it plays. Oh, I'm just testing it out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, how many squares is it from my front door to the sunroom? That's okay. So I got a couch, I got a chair, I got a space between that, I got a bookshelf here. So it's probably going to be like 7 squares to the right. And I'm like trying to do Sims math of like furniture like this takes up this many squares. How many squares do I feel like are in between my couch and my TV? All right.
Sometimes that's the best kind of math. And you know what's awesome is whenever you're like pretty close, and you're like, I'm good.
I got our living room and dining room pretty okay, but then it really started to fall apart once I got to the hallway in between all of it, and I was like, I got lost in the sauce, and it was too wide, and it didn't look right, and yeah, I gave up on that. I just scrapped it. Plus, like, trying to do the wide arched walkways, that just wasn't really a thing. But it's still fun. I do like building houses in The Sims.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not a perfect thing, but it's definitely will find yourself spending hours doing so.
Dude, there are some people who can like sculpt some real like pieces of art out of these houses.
It's like people in Minecraft.
Oh, dude,
some of the like crazy stuff that they build.
They make a red dust computer.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, I don't understand how anybody has that kind of time.
I'm sure somebody's like played Doom through Minecraft already.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I'm sure if we searched it up right now, we'd probably find a video.
Probably find multiple videos of like how to do it better. People are really creative. It's interesting. Especially,
sorry,
you're good.
Yeah, no, they absolutely are. I've seen some pretty crazy stuff. One of the craziest things I've seen recently is some of these pro Breath of the Wild.
Oh, the speed runs to like.
They're not even speed runners. They're just like, it was like combat IQ, like over 9,000, and like they make it look like it's like a little, like if you put the right music, I mean, honestly, you keep the music, you just change your cuts and that kind of stuff. If you edit it right, is what I'm trying to say. You could easily be watching like a Zelda anime almost.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like I'm gonna show you as soon as we're done recording because I know we're almost done. But
is it like whenever they're doing like all the crazy like lock it, do a whole bunch of physics things to
yeah,
an
and they
item,
like bounce the freaking guardian way up in the air, and then like they hit it a bunch of times, and then they knock it way down and stuff. It's like it's like some, really crazy. Like, yeah. It was definitely enough for me to be like, well, damn, I'm playing all wrong.
Right. I felt that from like the very start. 'Cause, I mean, I didn't play it at release. I played it like super late on an emulator on PC, but just seeing like videos of how people would solve like the dungeon like puzzles and stuff. They'd be like, oh, I got to get from here to here. Well, let me just like set this up and I'm going to hit it upwards a whole bunch, and then I'll just stand on top of it and let it time out, and it'll launch me where I need to go. And it's like, oh, yeah, I spent a half hour trying to find where the switch was. Oops.
Oopsie.
But I mean, hey, if they have the mind to like figure that stuff out, like I love watching like game breaking type things.
It is very interesting. I watched one for Doom, like the 2016 version.
I think I saw something about that, like there is something with the way you switch weapons would like slow time and let something build up, and you could like shoot switch jump, like it was some real weird thing, and then like they would just kind of like glitch through a wall and then shoot all the way through a level and like end up at the end.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I saw too. Like it was insane,
dude.
There was a couple of, I saw some comments or whatever, and it was like, can you imagine the demons in hell just like sitting there like, oh, that Doom guy, like it's not like he could like just like teleport through the stream, and all of a sudden he just like comes bursting through the wall and like flying past, and it's like another demon looks at him and is like why would you say that? Like,
dude, it's crazy. I actually just remembered what it was. They like bind a button to be like the max amount of a like input for a scroll wheel bound to jump, and it's while they switch weapons it slows down, and then it lets every single one of those jump inputs like build up off of the ground.
Oh shit.
And so then whenever it comes out of the switch menu, it's like release 1,000 jumps at once. Yeah, I watched a video like breaking it down. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Like the way that people break games is just so fascinating. I remember on like Tony Hawk Underground, that was one of the first games I ever like really got into playing online.
That was a fantastic game, dude.
It was just such a good game, and the online was super interesting. It had like really cool communities, but there were certain maps that had like a point where you would like hang on a quarter pipe from your hands and like walk side to side, and then you'd get to a certain point where instead of walking you'd start rotating, and then you'd like drop down behind the quarter pipe, and then you're like inside the map, and you could get into like all sorts of weird places. And like,
so I vaguely remember that like as a kid. I'm not saying that I figured these out as a kid, but I definitely like fell through the floor in some places, and like was like, you know, it's not like it broke the game or like the level. I just had to restart the level, but like,
it'd be like
I could still skate around and shit, you know.
But the floor's at your knees or something, like you're sunk down in the ground, or you're able to go through a ledge instead of hitting it. Right,
and I always like, I don't know, as a kid I always thought it was really funny, and like me and my brothers even, we would just like sit there and just
try to make it happen.
Yeah.
And like it's the kids who like did that and then never stopped trying to do that in every single game. Like I have the habit in every single game of like, well, what's down that little alley? I better go down there and see there's nothing special for me to pick up. Oh, what's down this? Better go break these boxes. Like you gotta explore the map 100% all the way through. But like, you know, some people they were like, all right, I'm gonna jump on this edge over and over and over and over because like I have this feeling that I might fall through it.
See, I don't have that kind of what is it, perseverance?
I guess so, yeah.
You know,
willpower.
With the game, I don't know. It's like when we try to get good at Counter-Strike, it's like for the first 2 or 3 weeks we're like, you know, it's going strong, but then after that last week, it just kind of drops off, and then I feel like I get progressively worse instead of better.
For like Counter-Strike, and honestly, I'm feeling it a little bit with Rocket League too. As soon as my win rate starts to dip below 50%, then I perceive it as not having fun. Like I'm still playing the game. I'm still doing all the things that I should be doing, having fun, but because I'm not like destroying the opponents,
right? I
am like, this game sucks, and it just completely takes it out for me. Even though it's like, well, it's just trying to balance and get me put against the people who are my skill level,
right?
I just can't be like, this game's unfair. I don't like it. You guys are making me lose and not have fun. Yeah.
You never let me get involved in your reindeer games.
Right. But it is what it is. Like, I just play a game until I don't have fun, then I move on, and then who knows, I might come back to it 4 years later and be like, this game's the best game ever again.
It could be, man. I feel like that happens to us quite a bit.
Yeah.
With especially some of the gems in our friendship.
Oh, we got some good games.
Oh man, like,
did you end up picking up Fate?
No, I still have not picked it up yet. I will though. There's a few games that not available on PC that I'd love to get. You know,
Baldur's Gate.
You already know.
Champions of Norath.
I kind of want to get, like, I think my brother still has it, but I kind of want to play some Guitar Hero again, man.
It's fun, dude.
I want to play some Guitar Hero.
On it.
Let's play some Guitar Hero and, like, just for the good old times.
Dude, I can't wait to hear the click, 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 click.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Oh, it's awful. Like, listening to somebody play Guitar Hero, especially whenever, like, the TV's turned down, but it's still just nothing but that plastic freaking slamming strum bar.
Well, it's like, the annoyingness of it depends on the difficulty.
Oh, yeah. If somebody's playing on easy, then it's just click, click.
You can almost just, like...
click. You can play it without strumming half the time.
And then whenever it's on like hard or expert, you're just like
just all crazy patterns. And then like the mashing of the buttons. Oh god, the sounds.
Is it getting to you, brother?
It's awful, but I do want to play it. I think it'll be really fun to see like if I could still play like Carry On My Wayward Son or like some other random like song that was just always a good time to play on that game.
Oh yeah, no, there's so many songs.
It'll be interesting.
I can't think of any of them off the top of my head, but I know I enjoyed like pretty much every song. Oh, I loved the Buckethead.
I wonder how much muscle memory is going to come back.
Like Go Go Godzilla. Like,
Go Godzilla.
Go Go Godzilla. I mean, there was also the I forgot what it was called. Something rockabilly. It was a rockabilly. Something.
It's not ringing a bell.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look. But
yeah,
great game. I'm gonna see if we can dig out the old PS2.
I got a working PS2 out in the living room.
Perfect.
So you can always get that rolling. You gonna be all right, brother?
Yeah, my right eye is about to force me to go to sleep, but I feel like I'm carrying on through this conversation, like staying with the subject pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Now, this is also coming from the guy who you say, "Brother, you're falling asleep," and I'm like, "No, I'm not."
No, I'm not. I'm like, brother, you've been snoring
Like for like
hard.
an hour. I'm like,
No, I haven't.
I've literally been awake this whole time.
You were just talking about this. I'm like, no, I wasn't. Yeah,
Like,
you were.
An hour ago.
Yeah, it's like I was. Stopped. But yeah. No, you're doing all right. I was just making sure you were all right. Because I was like, is he going to hit the ground?
Yeah, no, I'm like, this is like one of the weirdest ones because like my eyes keep shutting.
Yeah.
But I'm still like hearing the conversation and continuing the conversation.
Hey, you seem to be doing all right as far as that department goes.
The other night, Mariah was talking to me and my eyelids just start like literally like mid-conversation. I just start falling asleep. She's like, and you're falling asleep while I'm talking to you. Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean,
She said it reminds her of the Progressive commercials where she's like, you fell asleep with your son again. He's like, you fell asleep with your son. No, I didn't. She's like, that's you every time.
Yeah. I'd say that's
Like,
pretty good.
Fair enough.
Can't really argue with that. Oh, man.
So, where are we at here?
We're close enough, I'd say, around this time.
All right. Do you want to go ahead and give us a quick shout out?
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Go ahead and find us on Twitter at SBPH6. You can shoot us an email at sbphcontact@gmail.com. We got a Discord channel. That link's in the description. We got a Facebook page. That might be a link somewhere in the description. We'll get it in there. We got a YouTube. This is going to be up on it eventually. Once again, we apologize for not getting them up.
We will have a schedule and figure it out. Like,
Yeah, we're working on it. It's
making improvements every episode.
We got to get this stuff figured out, but we will get it figured out, and we're really excited. But other than that, I just have one last question, brother.
Let's hear it, brother.
Shwwaddup, brother.
Shwwaddup,
Bruddah.